riders, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over the 10 things that you didn't know about breastfeeding. Now, I just had a baby, so I really feel strongly about these things because as I'm going through it, I'm like, this is my 4th kid, by the way. These are things that people don't really know, whether you're having your first kid or you didn't breastfeed your first child. And so you think everything's gonna go good with your second child. You're like, oh yeah. Or you nursed your first kid and then your second kid, you have no idea that it's not gonna go the way that you thought it was gonna go. So let's just jump right into these things. The first thing is that breastfeeding is hard, okay? It is hard. No one tells you how hard it is. It's not easy. You think that you're gonna have your baby and then you're just gonna put your baby to your breast and they're going to just know what to do and how to nurse, and it's just not the case, okay? It's hard. It takes a lot of work, it takes patience, and if your baby doesn't latch and they don't know how to latch, you have to try different techniques. And also your milk may not come in right away. So you're thinking that you're gonna be nice and flowing and all this milk is gonna be there, but it's not there. So that makes it hard as well. So just know that it's not gonna be easy, okay? When you have your baby, there's gonna be some obstacles and hurdles that you're gonna have to get through, and it's okay. Just expect that. Because if it does, for some reason and miracle, turn out to be easy, then kudos to you. Like, at least you were prepared, you know, mentally prepared and spiritually, I guess you can say. The second thing that you probably don't know about breastfeeding is that you shouldn't give up. If your baby doesn't nurse or latch within the first week, sometimes you think you just want to give up. You're like, well, it's been 2 or 3 days and they're not nursing, so you just want to give them a bottle. But you actually have up to 3 months to get them to nurse because their reflexes to latch on are still there. So you can pump and give them that milk until they learn to latch. Don't think that you need to give up or like just start giving them a bottle right away and formula just because they didn't latch right away, okay? Give yourself time. So mentally prepare, give yourself time if they don't latch right away. The third thing that you probably didn't know about breastfeeding is that you need to pump right away after you have your baby. You should have, like I have this Lancino pump. It's a manual pump, which I can post in the description down below. I'll put a little picture up here. It is a must, okay? It is an essential because if your milk hasn't came in yet, you want to use it to stimulate your breasts and make the milk come in. That's number 1. Number 2, if the milk has came in and you're engorged and your baby is not latching properly, you want to pump to release that engorgement and to get the milk out. So you need a pump. Just have this pump with you just in case. Or I love to get the Medela Symphony pump. It's the hospital grade pump and you can rent it out. Ask your hospital for it. I like to get that one because you can pump both breasts at the same time, so you get more milk and you don't have to do one at a time, so it's just more time efficient. But I highly recommend that you get that pump and that you have the manual pump no matter what. So make sure that you have those things, and I already told you why. The fourth thing that you don't know about breastfeeding is that you need to do whatever it takes to get as much milk as you possibly can, right? So some mothers, they hardly get any milk, and there's reasons for that. If everything went well, you had a natural delivery and you're still not getting a lot of milk, what you want to do is you want to drink hot liquids. You want to like eat soup, drink hot chocolate, drink a lot of milk. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on how to get a lot of milk to nurse, and you can check that one out. But like for now, just know that you need to avoid caffeine because caffeine, it will dry you up. So you do not want to drink coffee or soda or anything that has caffeine. You want to avoid that, and you want to drink hot liquids and try not to drink anything cold as well because it'll dry you. So keep that in mind if you want to nurse. The fifth thing that you don't know about breastfeeding is that nursing really hurts, okay? It hurts a lot, and eventually that pain subsides once you know how to nurse and once your body is in the flow of nursing. But at the very beginning, it hurts really, really bad. Like, oh my gosh. Which brings me to the next thing, number 6. that your nipples will crack and bleed. It is very painful, and you want to get some type of ointment to help you. I like the Lancino brand nipple cream. There's also Mother Earth. I'll put links in the description down below. These things will help heal you faster, and you're just gonna have to go through it. You're gonna have to nurse if your baby's latching while you're bleeding and your nipples are cracked, or you're gonna have to keep pumping. If you want to nurse, you have to keep pumping to keep the milk coming until your baby latches properly. So the reason why it's so painful is because your baby is probably not latching on correctly, so you have to kind of work with them and teach them how to latch correctly. And so once your nipple's damaged, it's kind of hard to like not bleed and for them not to be cracked. It's just this whole ordeal, but you will get through it. I promise. There's ways to get through it. This is just something that you have to know. With my first child, I didn't go through this, thank God, but if this is your second or third kid or your first kid and you go through it, it's really painful. So I just want you to know that. The seventh thing, which to me is like the best reason to nurse your kid, is because they're gonna be healthier, right? Breast is best. But you burn 500 calories a day, or up to 500 calories a day, if not more, by nursing. So that is a huge plus, okay? It's like, who doesn't want to nurse? It's like you're working out every time you sit down and you nurse your baby. You're working out. That's the way I see it. It helps your uterus go back down, like it contracts your uterus. So it really helps with that. And then also it's just burning calories, which is why you do need to take extra calories throughout the day, because you are nursing. But if you don't go overboard, you really start to lose the weight. You start to lose the baby weight. And that's one of my favorite things about nursing or pumping, because there's been 2 kids that did not latch for me. So I had to pump. So I will pump because, hey man, I'm burning those calories and I'm feeding my baby the best milk that I can possibly give my baby. The 8th thing that you don't know about breastfeeding is you cannot give your child a pacifier right away, or it's gonna make it nearly impossible for you to breastfeed. So try not to give your baby a pacifier for at least the first month of birth, or at least until you get your baby latching properly. Then you can introduce a pacifier. The 9th thing that you don't know about breastfeeding is that you just have to have a lot of patience. I know, like, I don't know, maybe you do know this, but patience is key. You have to be patient with your baby. I know it can get frustrating and you want them to latch and you're just like, please just believe me. That's how I feel. Okay, right now I have been exclusively pumping, which is the last thing that you don't know about breastfeeding, is that you can exclusively pump. You don't have to completely give up. Like, yeah, you're not nursing them directly on your breast, but you're still giving them your milk because you have decided to pump every 3 to 4 hours to give them your milk. So it's called EP for short. So you can exclusively pump and give this milk to your baby. And at the same time, you could just not nurse. I mean, like, the choice is yours, you know? No judgment here, but you can pump and give your baby that milk and it will be able to feed her with that. She'll get all the good nutrients from your breast milk, and that's all that matters, really. So those are the 10 things that you didn't know about breastfeeding. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you want a video on anything in particular, leave your comments down below. I will make that video. And I have videos coming up on tips for babies, newborns, that kind of stuff, because I have a newborn baby right now and it's just all flowing through my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these women need to know all these things. I need to help them out. So I'm here for you, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I will see you in my next video. Besitos.